Caroline, my voice is a little bad from the zonometer. Yeah, sorry. I came up here today to tell about my great experience at camp and acknowledge all the people that made it so great. First, I'll start out with my new relationship to God. When I came to camp, I figured I kind of got as close as I could in reading the Bible and to understand it, but I was wrong. What I learned at camp could never be taken away from me. I learned how to be a leader in myself, be a leader in my family, at work, in society, and at church. When I get home, I'm going to become more of a leader thanks to all of the ministers who spoke to us during Compass Check and Christian Living. Camp is a great place to meet new friends and reconnect with the old. In Ecclesiastes 4:9, it says, "Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed." I believe this is true because I learned in team building, Caroline and I and all of the rest of our dorm can make a lot happen in a little bit of time just because we have more than one person. This is my first time here, and I know that I've made friends like Caroline that are going to last forever. All of the fun is about friends, but it's also about activities. All of the games were a great experience. I've never played Speedway before, but when I get back home, I can tell people about it. I would like to give a great thanks to all the activities staff, because without you, we wouldn't be able to kayak or swim in the lake or do any of the other activities. Food's also important. And at first, I was a little nervous that I wouldn't be able to eat much, because I'm very picky. But I was wrong again. The kitchen staff did a great job. Let me just say I ate a lot at each meal, especially today, because everything was so great. So thanks to all the kitchen staff. Last, I want to talk about the dorms. I know everyone had great counselors, and even though we were split into different groups, we all were like one big family. As I said earlier, I made many friends in many different dorms. Thanks to all the counselors who gave 24 hours a day to make sure us campers are safe and sound. In the end, I know that I've grown closer to God and experienced more than I would be able to in the city. I can't wait to come back next year. Thanks for a great camp year.
Okay, so, alright, so if you know me, well, you know I talk really fast, so I'll probably do things really slow, but, well, campers, can you believe we're at the last of the week? Like, it's almost over, it's one more day, like, almost done. And we've always been waiting for this all year, and it's over now, so it's kind of a bummer. It's hard to single out a couple things I've learned time at camp, because I've learned so much. Every year for the past 2 years, I come to camp with what I think is a good knowing of God and a good relationship with friends, but when I leave with so much more. I leave with more information, best friends that I make in a week. I leave with better habits and better knowledge of God's ways. I can't really single out anything, so I'd like to talk about some of the mottos of the past 2 years I've been here. The first year I was here, the motto was, learn, live, and love it. And what I got from that was learning, living, and loving God's way, and learning, living, and loving His zone. It was as simple as that. I learned it, I lived it, and I loved it. The second year I was here was the year my father died of cancer. I learned so much from that year, and camp really helped me through it. The motto was bridge the future. Going to camp helped me with not holding a grudge against God. I knew God let my dad die for a good reason, but I learned not to look back on my trials and my pains with anger on God, like moving backward on a bridge, but to look forward and move forward and burn the bridge down so I can't go back again. This year I learned so much about the leadership in myself and my friends, my work, my family, and spiritual leadership. The motto was, of course, insight today and leadership tomorrow. It's something we all need to strive for. I looked back at my notes and I found a scripture. Would you please turn to Proverbs 2:1-5. I can read it too, so you don't have to turn there if you don't want. It says, "My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands, so that you incline your ear to my wisdom, and incline your heart to understanding, yes, if you cry out for discernment, and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver, and search her as silver, and silver treasures, and search for hidden for her as for hidden treasures. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Okay, wait. My page is like freaking out. I got the paper. Thank you. So in conclusion, to me and Sierra's speech, I want to say that I look forward to seeing you all next year and hopefully coming up here again. I really like this area. But in closing, I'd like to turn to a scripture that my dad always said to me. Miss Caitlin, I'm sure you know what it is too. It's Habakkuk 1:5. Turn there without breaking my Bible. Okay. It says, look among the nations and watch and be utterly amazed, for I work a work in your days which you would not believe, even if you were told. Thank you, Camp Sierra. We'll see you next year.